Hello, welcome back to anybody who has decided to watch these videos and follow my journey as I heal myself from conditions, uh, whatever, that I may have talked about in the past. I think a lot of the stuff I'm going to say is going to overlap a little bit throughout these videos. I'm evolving, learning how to do this, and hopefully, something I say could be useful. But today, I just wanted to share just my experience of how the day has been going. Um, I am day 7 coming off this um, kratom extract, um, which I have been coming off for attempting to come off for the past year, year and a half of coming off it, going back on, coming off it, going back on, really being uh, resentment being the number one thing, emotion, which has been triggering me back in an excuse to continue to do it. I need this to be able to perform. There's so many reasons. It's not just for resentment. It was, um, self-medicating, something I guess that was helping me at the time, but it wasn't really helping me. I wasn't growing whatsoever. It also creates guilt and shame, all sorts of stuff. I wasn't present at home, you know. So I guess getting things done, by working, being able to show up and work with my company. But anyway, so here I am, as I stated before. So end of January, we're at the end of February right now. End of January, I was able to get together about 12 days where I was intensely doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. I'd gone to one of his advanced meditation retreats here in Colorado, in Denver, in the end of July, and I learned a lot there. And I had been practicing his meditations prior, 2 years prior, getting into them around the time when I found his books. So there's been there's been this slow progression, but here we are, and it's I don't want to say slow, kind of, I guess, call it exponential, where it seems like nothing's happening. There could be some gaps in between, but yeah, I think I'm getting close to that place of kind of rocketed into the fourth dimension, where there is no time between thought and material. I don't know. Anyone who knows watching this knows about dimensions. Oh, it's actually this. I don't know. That's my understanding right here in this moment, and that's just what I said. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, today was just a really good example where I woke up, and that fear story started kind of kicking in. Oh man, you're supposed to be experiencing pain right now, and then I did. My wife had to handle a few things this morning, and and so, I had Theo, we were playing in the basement, but still, I just feeling super sluggish and pain in my legs and lower back. Had a moment to kind of tap in to a meditation, but when I'm with Theo and we're hanging out, I have been opening my heart and sending him love and connecting with him, and I've been noticing a shift in his demeanor. But of course, for me to do that, I have to raise my energy, and right now, it's it is my meditation is my daily medication, and meditation is not just sure, I can spend an hour and a half, 2 hours raising my energy, which I have made the commitment. Some may balk at the amount of time, but to change my life and let go of a past that I no longer serves me, 2 hours, 3 hours a day is absolutely worth it. For me, I'm committed. Even if the horse bucks, I get back on, and I'm training my mind and in training my body to be in tune with the mind, body, and soul, and get them in sync. And so, yeah, anyway, I woke up, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to, you know, actually, I'd went to a 12-step meeting before, and so that actually helped a lot, so just, you know, all the dogma aside from what organizations like that can bring, there's still something very, very powerful that happens in those rooms where the energy levels are raised because people are being open and they are there to heal. And so you can tune into these energies between like 3 and 550. And it's crazy, like halfway through the meeting, I wasn't feeling any pain, you know. But then it came back, and then it kind of creeps up again, and then that's when I was hanging out with Theo, and I had him for a while, and we were playing, and I'm still just consciously being aware of like, okay, there's pain, like the neutrality of it, like I'm experiencing pain, but I'm not gonna try and resist it, right? Um, I'm just, it's like, okay, there's pain, and stay around if you want pain, but I'm not really too bothered by it right now. I'm not gonna give it my attention. Just a good base level to start with. And so I decided to walk. I was like, my wife had borrowed my truck, and she was going to a meeting, and taking Theo with her, and I was like sitting here, and wasn't in didn't have my energy high enough to like start creating anything and making any music or whatever. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful cold day. That's the best part about Colorado winters, is sure it snows, and it can get cold, but the sun is pretty much always out, which is very, very. I'm very grateful for that. And so I just decided, I was like, man, I need to take my dog for a walk. I need to take myself for a walk. And then, of course, I left my headphones in the truck, but it was really nice not to have the headphones on and just walk. And it was like just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And just a couple days prior, I had done Joe Dispenza's walking meditation, you know, and and so I was able just to, it's funny, I've been doing these meditations now, and like just remembering his cues, and I was just walking, raising my energy as I walking as my future self, and I walked, close to CSU where some friends were doing some work on a house, and I popped in, said what's up for 5 minutes, we kicked it, and then I just walked back. Just I was like, I'm just gonna walk over there, bring some good cheer, and then just walk back. And I came back and I did another. This would actually be the first sit down meditation of the day when I got back, and I did the blessing of the energy centers activation, which I have really been liking, because for me the language of knowing, and obviously there's like deeper facets to all of this, but knowing the different emotions that each energy center of, like, one, from the waist down being just passion and life, two being behind the navel, our sense of security and safety, three in between your chest and the guts and your lower mid back, lower back flanks, that being empowerment, four naturally the heart, love, tuning into love, and then five, the throat, the shoulders, the neck, arms, the hands, being truth and the ability to speak truth with love. And then six, the pineal gland, the face, jaw, to be the ability to tune into the mystical, tune into the forefront of consciousness, the unknown, where there's just awe and inspiration. And then seven, the top of my brain, the to be in harmony with the divine, to be in harmony with source. And then of course there's 8, which is around here, which is the portal, the download spot for the information from source, and the worthiness to receive that information, the worthiness to be downloaded with the information I need to live the life I've always dreamed of, but have been stuck in negative emotions and too afraid to go after because of my fear of failure. But I continue to do this. I've raised my energy, and it's good. So I just want to share that with you today. That's where I'm at. It's good. And I feel better. I do. I've raised my energy. It's great. So yeah, like the pain story it only exists in my mind, and the more attention I give it, the more it grows. The more attention I give to positivity, the more it grows. So again, thank you all very much for tuning in. Until next time.